This meeting is being recorded. Hi guys, how are you? How are you, Harry?
Excellent, excellent.
Good.
This meeting is being recorded.
This meeting is being recorded, yeah. Well, I just got back from a week away, and oh boy, you know, on the way back yesterday, it took me 9 hours to get there by car and 6 hours to get back. But I was looking at the signboards on the road when it tells you, you know, this place is how many kilometers and the next place is, and I don't know who's in charge of putting these things up, but so many times you'd see something like, you know, this place is 3 kilometers, the next one's 33 kilometers, the next one's 66 kilometers. I mean, why? Why do they do that? You know, why can't they put it another kilometer forward or another kilometer back? Why do they have to? It's almost like they do it deliberately to put these particular numbers in plain sight. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Almost like subliminal programming.
Yeah.
They want you to see the 3 and the 33 and the 66, and this is like predictive programming almost.
Yeah, yeah. Well, one of the things I did, my friends had just had a baby a month ago, and they have this big party when the baby's a month old. It's his first full moon party. Mm. Then they have another one when it's 100 days old. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. But the room numbers, I sent you the room numbers. I'll put them in this presentation. You wait, guys. I'll show you the room numbers. It's pretty cool. All right, so look, let's get into what we're going to do, because we're basically going to take you to the next level, or we're going to try to take you to the next level. Now, Harry and I, over the last couple of days, have watched a couple of videos from JCK. I'm going to link one in the description. It's number 146. And it blew us away because she's linking all the things that we've been talking about and the things that the You Are a Non guy has been talking about. And all those 13 videos, plus a longer one called Mind Blow, must watch, are over on our BitChute channel, which is just The Devil's Playground, all one word. If you haven't watched them, guys, mate, what are they like, Harry? They're absolutely mind-blowing, right?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to sit down there and just probably absorb it the first time, then go back and take some notes, and then just watch it a third time. Just, again, it's a lot of hours. I'm not saying you have to watch them 3 times, but the amount of information that he puts into these videos, it's just, he's put a lot of work. So props to him.
Yeah. There's a guy on YouTube called Richard Lopez, and he's combined them all and put it up as a 5-hour video. But all the ones on our BitChute channel are broken down into different episodes. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's get into this. Everything you have ever been taught by mainstream is a lie, all of it. And it was Harry, you blew me away with this one. Look at the word teacher. I've capitalized the T and the CH, and if you swap them around, you actually get cheater. Interesting.
Not all teachers are cheaters.
No, I'm an English cheater, right?
Yeah, but it's when you tell someone this is the only way.
Yeah.
And you don't allow them any creativity or any free license, any free thought license. Yeah. That's when you are a cheater, because it's the didactic versus the oh shoot, what was tip of the tongue? Dialectic. You want to have a dialectic because you want to have a dialogue. You want to exchange ideas. You want to sharpen the other person's iron as they sharpen yours. And that's how just like how you and I, when we talk, boom, we have explosions of ideas and thoughts that you give me and I give you, and then boom, we go to that, like we said, the next level.
The next level. Well, this is, we took this from our Meet the Controllers podcast. This was a book that Harry came across. Now, I can't find it online. I've checked and I've checked and I can't find it online. But it's called The Rumpelstiltskin Factor, Explorations in the Arithmetic of Pantheons. And he talks about, there are already many references to these three gods, three groups of 11, okay? Three groups of 11. So let's look at 3 and 11. Well, we know that in Genesis 1:28, the God of the Bible gives the instruction to go out, subdue the earth, have dominion over it, reign over it, control it. 1, 2, and 8 is 11. Okay, just coincidence. What happened on the 3rd, 3/11, 2020?
Yeah.
And of course, 3/11s are the proverbial 33. All right, now we know, we talked about this. If you look at our video on the reincarnation trap, we talk about how many things in this realm are related to 7, like 7 colors of the rainbow, 7 notes on a scale, 7 days in a week, etc. And the 7 on the palm of your hand. So, if this realm is 7, where does the 666 fit in? Now, we did say last time we were going to do a podcast and explain what the mark of the beast is. This will be the preamble to that, and we'll be doing that on in 2 days' time. So we've got 3 groups of gods, and we have 3 religions. You all know what this one is, and it worships a cube, and a cube has 6 sides. This is the cube of Saturn. Then you have this one. This one has 6 points, and it has a pentagram in the middle with 6 sides. And then we have this one. So we've got 3 basic religions. And you know,
just repeat the cross is the unfolded cube.
Yes, sorry. The cross, as you know, if you take a cube and unfold it, you get the cross. So worshipping God's Son, and they couldn't be more blatant what these guys worship. And I haven't counted them, Harry, but didn't you say there were 32 rays around the IHS?
Yes, I'm not sure if it, I mean, I haven't sat to count them, but I remember Zach saying that there was 32 of the rays. Now I'm not sure if it's the squiggly ones or the straight ones, or
right. I haven't counted them either. But it's interesting. It's interesting that if you turn that around and spell it backwards, you know, the IHS and the T comes up with a very interesting word if you spell it backwards.
Yeah, I always refer it to that.
So we have Christmas, which is celebrated on the 25th of December. December the 25th can be written as 1225 or 2512. 1 and 2 is 3, and 2 and 5 is 7, which together are 37 or 73. And if you turn 73 upside down, you get L. Now remember, 3 groups of gods creating this realm built around 7. Elohim, 73. I checked. In Islam, their Christmas equivalent is held on different dates each year. In Judaism, they don't believe that God was born, and they spelled God the way that I have with a dash. So there's no date. So the only fixed date for celebrating or worshipping a God is December the 25th, 1225. Which reduces to 37. 37 plus 73 is 110, which of course is 11. And how many stories did these buildings have? If you don't know, guys, it was 110. Right, let's have some crazy. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. 3 times 37 is 11. It's 111, which reduces to 3. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. 6 times 37 is 222, which reduces to 6. 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. 9 times 37 is 333, which reduces to 9. And you can go all the way through to 9, and you get 555, 666, 777, 888, 999. And each one of those reduces, if you look at the far right, 369, 369, 369. 3 plus 7 is 10, which reduces to 1, singularity. 3 times 7 is 21, which reduces to 3. Mom, dad equals baby, as in 1 plus 1 is 3. Now, what's even more interesting is if we do the same with 73, we get the same end result, 369, 369, 369. Who was it that said, if only you knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, you would have the key to the universe? So, 3 times 37 reduces to 3. 6 times 37 reduces to 6. 3 times 73 reduces to 3. 6 times 73 reduces to 6. All the way through this same numerology from 1 to 9. We get 369, 369, 369. And of course, anything that is multiplied by 9 always reduces to 9. 2 9s are 18. 8 and 1 is 9. 3 9s are 27. 2 and 7 is 9. Anything multiplied by 9 always reduces to 9 because, as we said before, 9 represents perfection. You can't add anything to perfection. Okay, if you try and add anything, 9 plus 4 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4. It always comes back to what you added to the 9. So we have been asserting that the realm we live in is either a copy of the original, or, and we came to this possibility the other day, part of it was stolen. A bit like, what was you said, Harry, a bit like somebody kind of hijacking your back garden or your
or one of the rooms in your house. Let's say they've taken control of one part of your house, or you're in only one part of your house. They've got the rest.
Yeah. We don't live in a carbon copy, but we live in a carbonized copy.
Yes.
Okay, this is from the You Are Anon. All right, so what he's asserting is that the lit part of this realm is where we are, with a dome, and we call this the known world, and the other part would be the unknown world. And if you watch the latest one, the one on the BitChute that's called Mind Blow, he explains all this in detail. Absolutely fascinating. So the people outside the dome can't get in, and we inside the dome can't get out. A bit like they showed us in The Simpsons.
Or there was even a show called Under the Dome.
Under the Dome, yeah.
Like 3 years ago.
Yeah. So we are carbon-based. Carbon has 6 electrons, 6 protons, and 6 neutrons. So we're told. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. The beast they were talking about in the Bible is you. Yes. So we have 3 groups of 11 gods creating a carbon copy, a carbonized copy of the silicon realm, built around 7. 7th heaven. 7-11. 7 and 11 are both what we call odd numbers, yet both contain the word even. If we remove even, we're left with an S and an L. El Shaddai. This is from Wikipedia. El Shaddai, or just Shaddai, is one of the names of the God of Israel. El Shaddai is conventionally translated into English as God. We know that September means 7. So why is September the 9th month? It's not. They're the same. Now, there's a lot of people talking about Trump coming back. Now, of course, we all know it's all scripted. But I thought it was interesting that he's 45 and Plastic Joe's 46, which technically means that if Trump did come back, he would be 47.
47.
Yeah. So let's have a look at this. We've got 7 days in a week. We've got 52 weeks in a year. 5 and 2 is 7. 365 days in a year. Our body temperature is 36.5 degrees centigrade. 3 plus 6 plus 5 is 14, which is 2 sevens. Why is 14 important? Because 14 is the atomic number of silicon. And what did you say that number at the bottom was, Harry?
That's the atomic weight.
The atomic weight. Okay, well, add that up. 2 and 8 is 10, 18, 28, which is 2 14ths. Now, we know that everything in this realm is inverted. We've already shown in previous podcasts that 9 represents perfection. This is the realm of lies and deceit. An inverted 9 is a 6, which just happens to be the number, periodic table number of carbon. And again, if you add up the weights, 7 and 1 is 8, 10 comes to 11. There are no coincidences in this world. So I told you at the beginning of the podcast, I went to a party with my friends, and they put us in this room, 666. Now, 666 in China is considered lucky. 8 is related to money, but the number 6 is related to luck. So they put us in room 666, and it wasn't big enough. There was too many people. So guess where they put us? They put us in this room, which was perfect. So there you go. 666, the number of the beast. If you look at Black's Law Dictionary, a person is an animal. An animal is a beast. Horrible, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're called that, we're called that beast. People don't put together that the 666 is the beast. The beast is just us. We are we've been created into being an animal, a spirit within the animal, right? But the one thing that we are showing in this video is that the 6 and the 9 are related. One is not the perfect number, but the other is. And one is the inverse of the other. The carbon is the inferior to the crystalline form. So
silicon, yeah.
Silicon.
So the actual mark, I mean, when you look at Revelation, when it says that you can't buy and sell without it, right? And the word mark actually translates in the original Hebrew is statue, figure, stamp. You can't buy and sell without this. This has no intrinsic value other than a belief system, right? It's a universally accepted IOU. Doesn't matter which currency you're actually using, right? Currency is the currency that we find ourselves in. Yeah. Right? We're under maritime law. I'm in China, so my currency is Chinese. If I come to America, then my currency would be America, and I would have to change my currency accordingly. Right? You can't buy or sell without. And the mark of a man is right there.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, you always have a person on currency.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't been to any country where the currency is just numbers and statues. It's always got to be a person's face on there.
Yeah. What we're going to get into in the next one, guys, is the origin of the beast system. And we've traced it back to basically the year 666 or 1666 before they added the 1,000 years. And I think we got enough evidence to demonstrate that that's where it originated why it originated, how it originated, and who brought it into being. So,
and the thing that you've made it perfectly clear, and every other time we've referenced this, is that usually that one in the very front is not a one, but it's an I, right?
When I was coming home yesterday, there was a big billboard, right? A big billboard advertising, and it was advertising a particular bottle of liquor that's called 1520. But it's not a one. It's clearly an I. It's an I with a straight top and a straight bottom, followed by 520. Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, today I was watching a video on calligraphy.
Oh, okay.
And so I waited until it got to the I because I was interested to see. And I did take a screenshot of it, and I want to probably include it in the future. But the I and the J, almost identical. Because we know that the I and the J are really the same letter.
Yeah.
And one was just modified a little bit later. The J was created later.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's something that I wanted to make sure we touched on. And then when we do go to the B system on the next one, I'm going to share that screenshot.
Yeah, I mean, you know, people talk about, people still get upset with the Jesus narrative, you know, and we've said it before, Harry, that, you know, if you look at the Spanish name Jose, Jose, or Juan, Juan. Well, if you apply that same rule to the word Jesus, you get Jesus.
Yeah.
Juan,
yeah.
Jose, Jesus. Yeah. I mean, it's hidden, it's right there in plain sight. He's us, he's us, he's us. But we give away our sovereignty.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say that there was never a guy who was named Jesus or Jesus,
no,
and that he wasn't a truther. He probably was, but he wasn't the only one.
No.
And that's our job today. You and I, we're trying to do the same thing. We're trying to get the truth out to people. It can be a little painful, you know, some people are going to get hurt when we talk about these things, but, you know, it's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I was listening to JCK yesterday, and she was talking about, you know, how we often say that we made a conscious decision to come here in order to help others understand what, you know, what's been done to them, that they've been trapped. And she said, maybe we didn't come into this realm this time. Maybe we came into this realm last time to help people, or the time before, but we got trapped as well. Yeah. And it's only in this lifetime that we are waking up and beginning to try and help other people as well.
Yeah, a lot of people are starting to talk about the amnesia effect. You know, we've talked about this in our past videos, how you drink from the river of Lethe and you forget, you know, and it could be just that we came in with that hero feeling to come and save someone else. In the process, we forgot, we got trapped, and now we are finally connecting those dots, the breadcrumbs, we found them, we're following our way back in order to, again, help someone else.
The other possibility that I thought of, I mean, I was 55 when I woke up. I was in my 56th year. Again, another 11 connection, 5 and 6 is 11. Maybe in our previous lifetime, we didn't live long enough. Maybe we died when we were 20 or 30 or whatever. We didn't get to the point in our life that we were awoken.
Yeah, maturation. Maturation probably has something to do with it.
Yeah, I would think so. Definitely.
One thing that JCK did say that really resonated with me is she made that reference about the trees and how their root system network is kind of like we're trees too, but those trees are how we connect to the earth and possibly to the outside of the dome trees. They act kind of like antennas to the outside. There's a connection below that we can communicate to the outside.
Yeah. She's done a lot of work with trees, and Enter the Stars a couple of months ago did an awesome video called We Are Trees. If I can find it, I'll link it below. I'll definitely link JCK's video below. And and the VPN link, I'll put that below as well. And I'll also link the BitChute channel for the UR Anon stuff. So I'll put all the links there below.
And one more reference to trees. We know that in the book of Genesis, it even tells Adam and Eve to kind of stay away from the tree, right? The tree of knowledge. You know, there's something about the trees. We even see it in movies where the trees have a lot of spirituality, you know.
Tree of Life is another one.
I'm sorry?
The Tree of Life is another one. Yeah.
Yes.
And if you look at an image of a tree with all its branches and so on and so forth, and compare it to your lungs, or the leaf on a tree, when you look at the all the the center and all the little branches all running off it, and compare it to the human body, or our veins that run through the body, it's almost identical. So that the title of that Enter the Stars one, We Are Trees, was a bit like, what? But I watched it and I'm like, whoa, this dude's onto something. Because the connection between the human body and a tree, when you get down to, not quite on a microscopic level, but you know, near enough, it's mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. So I'll find that and I'll put a link below.
Yeah, and like JCK says, that could be a reason why a lot of trees are cut down. So that we never really get that connection with them and kind of grow our spirituality. Well,
if you think about it, I mean, so we're told, I mean, we breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide, and the trees breathe in the carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. So it's a reverse. So we're keeping the trees alive and they're keeping us alive in that.
We had a comment in one of our videos that said that's what we've been told. May not really be true.
That's true. That's what we've been taught. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. We've been going for nearly half an hour, so we'll leave it there, and we will catch you in 2 days from now with the next part of the 666 and what it all means. Anything you want to say before we go, Harry?
No, I'm just looking forward to, we will probably make an announcement on the next podcast about get 3 of your best questions ready and shoot them to us on the next podcast. And we'll probably spend some time breaking down. We'll probably get to about 10 of those questions, maybe.
Yep, sounds like a plan. All right, guys, we will see you soon. Please like, share with everybody, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.
All right, see ya.